Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'm happy to be here with you today. Have you ever smelled something and felt transported right back in time? Perhaps warm chocolate took you back to your grandma's Christmas baking, or the smell of ozone in the air to that one time on the porch of a log cabin in the woods with thunder and rain rolling in. The sense of smell is very powerful. Studies have shown that the reactions smell creates in our brains are stronger than what pictures can do. And this is because the sense of smell is the only one of our five senses that bypasses the frontal cortex, and goes directly to the limbic system of our brain, the seat of our emotions. Let me explain how this works. Super simple. When we smell something, the scent molecules interact with the lining of our nose, which then triggers actions in the olfactory bulb, which through systems creates reactions in our brain. And depending on what memories that scent creates, the brain then can activate a myriad of physiological reactions and effects. It can activate the immune system. It can regulate breathing, blood pressure, metabolism. We let's talk about the limbic system, and in a very simple way. This is not a science segment, but just simple so you understand how it works. We can think of the limbic system as consisting of three main parts: the amygdala, the hippocampus, and the hypothalamus. You can think of the amygdala as a lighthouse. As we smell something, the smell triggers emotional responses, and that light is sending those emotional responses throughout our body. The hippocampus is like the librarian of the brain. The hippocampus will retrieve memories, will index, will catalog, will store memories that relate to that particular scent. And also, the hippocampus is responsible for creating short and long term memories. We then have the hypothalamus. You can think of the hypothalamus as the engineer of the brain, responsible to make sure certain processes run smoothly. So again, depending on what you smelled and the memories that are triggered by that smell, then the hypothalamus would create processes to regulate sleeping patterns, metabolism, blood pressure, breathing, everything. It's really powerful. But enough science. So if we're looking to recreate that sensory experience, how can we go about it? How can we leverage the power behind the sense of smell? If you're looking for a short term sensory experience, then you can use the method I've been speaking about, which is, I call it rub, cup, and inhale. You open your bottle of essential oil, you put a drop or two, on the palm of your non-dominant hand. You rub clockwise 3 times. If you don't remember why, or you'd like to know why, there is a short video explaining why. You cup and you inhale. Give yourself 30 to 60 seconds. Allow the power of this oil to immerse all through your body. And also, intention is really a good thing to keep in mind when you're using essential oils. It doesn't have to be complicated. The intention could just be, this is, for example, this is Northern Lights Black Spruce, distilled here in Canada, in British Columbia. And black spruce is a tree that has very deep roots and very tall tree tops. The intention could be as simple as I am breathing in the scent of this essential oil, I feel myself connected to heaven and earth. Super simple. Now, if you're looking to have a more lasting sensory experience, there are two methods that I recommend. You either use a diffuser or you use an atomizer. You're probably familiar with diffusers. Diffusers have a receptacle where you would put water and oils your choice of essential oils, as many drops as you like. I like multiples of 7, so I'll either put 7 or 14. But you can start small, especially if you're not used to the potency of Young Living essential oils. What happens in that diffuser, the receptacle that holds the water has a little metal plate that vibrates. And that vibration mixes the water with the oil and sends it out as cold, not warm, cold vapor that then disperses the oil molecules in the air. It has to be cold because essential oils have what's called a flash point. Flash point is the temperature beyond which the therapeutic benefits are kaput, no more. So if you're buying good quality essential oils like Young Living, you be smart to benefit from everything, not just the scent, but also the therapeutic benefits that come with it. So that's why a cold mist diffuser is a smart way to go. And if you don't believe me that those oil molecules are dispersed in the air, you can come to my office. This is my office. There's a window there that faces west. And as the sun is setting and the rays come through that window, you can actually see the molecules of essential oil dispersed in the air. It's a cool experience. Now, another way of creating a sensory experience in a large room is using an atomizer. An atomizer is different than a diffuser in the sense that you don't put oil in water, but you actually screw. You take the top out and the stopper, and you screw the bottle of essential oil right into that top that then atomizes, spritz the oil right into the area. And you can regulate. The only one I know is the Aromalax, Young Living's. I don't know any others. And in Young Living, you can regulate how much you want out, how frequently, how intense. When would you use an atomizer? Well, if you have a larger room, or if you're looking for a specific, like more intense essential oil scent. A friend of mine had a doggy that got sprayed by a skunk. And when the doggy went into the home, let me tell you, the scent was not one that she wanted to live with for a long time. And if you saw my video on essential oils for camping, I spoke about Purification. Purification is an essential oil blend from Young Living that dispels unwanted scents, aromas, stinky scents. So what she did is she put the bottle of Purification into the Aromalax diffuser, atomizer, my apologies, into the Aromalax atomizer, and that created a stronger effect of what the essential oil was to do. Next time you open a bottle of essential oil and feel that scent enveloping, and feel that scent triggering those beautiful memories, you may want to take just a couple minutes, maybe not even minutes, but take some time and say thank you to the limbic system of our brain that is making that possible. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.